Alright, this is a quick video on drilling my Y-beam uprights. I 3D printed some templates. These were the ones for the pilot holes, and for what it's worth, this is my last riser, or last upright I should say. So I've drilled the other 7. I'm building the 50 by 50 and I've learned a little bit about drilling them, so I'm pretty efficient at it now. So at any rate, 3D printed these, mark the top, mark which hole doesn't need to be drilled, and then I've also taped all around which is the top, so I don't drill extra holes. So this is my process. This fits right in the grooves, and then I've got another one here for this side, again the top marked. And these are exactly 3 inches long, just like the uprights. And of course the holes are in the right place, 3/8 inch diameter. I'm using the Vice Grips 11 SP to clamp these right to the ends. And these also work as a good handle to hold the piece while it's being drilled. That's what I've found. And then a larger vice grip, what is this, 18 SP to clamp it down to the table. So again, I just kind of get them close. I do a test push, make sure it's not rubbing. This looks pretty good. And I was vacuuming after every hole, but I found it's just faster and just as efficient to just drill all 6 and then vacuum afterwards. And that's what I'm going to do here. So the first bite's going to be the top lip, where we just take a little chunk out. There it is. I realize that's probably hard to see with my arm right in front of the camera. I didn't set it up very well. But nonetheless, just kind of carefully move it around so the shavings don't fall in the next hole. And I've got my clamp set just about right so I can get it clamped fairly tight, but still move it around just enough to position this. Actually, that's not real great. The bottom of my clamp table is contoured, so there's all sorts of grooves and whatnot. So this one looks good. My press has a 2-inch travel, and that's how I've set the guide block. So this should be just enough to push, just high enough to push through the middle of the extrusion. it. As for the bits I'm using, these are Drill Hog Cobalt M42, and working great so far. Don't really seem to get too hot. I'm running at 600 RPM on the drill press, 630, something like that. The lowest speed I have. And that's it. Good luck. A few extra notes. It occurred to me I missed a few things. Of course, since I only have a 2-inch drill press travel, I had to flip it over and do the other side and reposition all the templates and whatnot. And then afterwards, I have been filing off the insides. There's just a little bit of burrs and whatnot left. So I won't bore you with that. But as far as the 3D printed templates, if you notice, I had 2 separate templates, one for each side. That's purely because my 3D printer only has a 5.5 by 5.5 inch bed, so I couldn't fit a 6-inch wide, or actually it's about 6.5 inch wide would be the full template if it was to cover the sides. So I had to print in 2 different pieces, so that's why that was that way. By all means, if you have a larger printer, you can fashion one up. You can download the CAD files for these extrusions right off the 8020 website, and that's what I did. Offset the extrusions, I think 0.1 or 0.01 inch. But either way, if anybody here, building the Michael Simpson KRMx02 CNC machine wants those STL files or GX files, by all means, I'll send them to you. That should be it. All right, good luck.